What are today's top talent leaders doing to be different? That's the question we set out to answer at the Recruiting Innovation Summit. For 2 days, we podcasted live at the Chatterworks booth to ask the question, what are you doing different? This is the Talent Shift. Tell us who you are.
My name's Paul DeBettignies. I've been a variety of recruiter, people operations, consultant advisor for companies, mostly in Minneapolis, the Midwest, and then the Bay Area.
DeBettignies.
Yeah.
Oh. He's not in Vegas. DeBettignies.
No.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got you.
It took you a little
And I have not. I didn't lose any money in 2010 nor last night because I'm not a gambler.
Yeah. I cannot gamble. I sweat when I go to the tables. I literally go to the table and I'm
like meat sweats.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Like I can't
See,
do it.
I know that I can have an addictive personality.
Right.
Mhm.
So I know not to. Like way back in the day when fantasy football, you had to look in the newspaper on Monday morning,
Right.
or the weekly magazine.
Right.
Yeah.
The first year, because I'm a huge college football fan,
Me too.
and I would,
Gophers, right?
yeah, and so I would draft.
Gophers.
I
I
kind
don't want us to kill all the Gophers.
You sound very Canadian.
This is Bill Murray.
Canadian. I would draft all the college players because I knew that.
Mm.
So like my first 3 years of my NFL or my fantasy football draft, it was Dante Culpepper, it was Randy
Genius.
Moss,
Yeah.
it was Edgerrin James.
You knew where to go. Yeah.
So the first year I took second and I was pissed. I took first the second. In the second year I took first. I won the third year and I retired because it was not worth the 6 hours a week of analysis that I was doing manually to win $100.
Mm-hmm.
Is why I don't play video games. Is why I do not gamble because I'm all in the Vegas sense, and I want to make sure I can still go home.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you been to some sessions?
I've been to a few. The only reason why I haven't is because for me this has been, I mean, like for all of us, right? This is I've been skipping the questions, and even with dealing with you, I said I didn't ask you how are you doing. I asked you how are you really doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I don't want the BS blue sky everything because it's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's not.
Always has been.
I'm going to be at this coming Saturday when I get back to Minneapolis. There's a huge tech event in Minneapolis. It'll be 1,300 people. It's the nerdiest, geekiest, techiest of folks. It's at Best Buy corporate headquarters on a Saturday. And so this will be the 13th year I've done a presentation called IT Career Maintenance. And then why do recruiters suck so bad? And last year I did the session, and remember the economy was, I would suggest that the mood wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as Saturday will be.
Right.
And I had one slide, and it was a poop emoji on each side, but the text was, "I hope this email finds you well."
Mm.
So I started my
those emails.
I started my presentation with, "Please, whatever you do not send to someone." And these are people I sort of know, right? I mean, I've been around my town for a long time,
right?
13 years of doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you do not send an email to someone like me with this email.
I hope all is well.
Because just so you know, we're not fucking well.
No.
Yeah.
We haven't been for 5 years.
Right.
Like you go back to February of 20 before the shutdown, we're like,
it's trauma.
How do we go remote? How do we furlough? How do we recruit? How do we not? How do we as humans who are delivering the message now survive?
Right.
The Great Resignation, 2.5 years of a flat economy. This is a year ago.
Right.
I don't even know how to do that slide for this Saturday. Like, just leave me alone.
Yeah, just question mark.
Just leave me alone.
Maybe it's just a poop emoji.
Yeah. Just leave it there.
I didn't even think of it that way.
Could be.
But this is like, so like for here, like I've got an awesome, Minneapolis, St. Paul has a really awesome
recruiting
social community. Yeah. And
a lot of which you began and ran for a while.
Back in 2007, I was a marketing genius and started something called Minnesota Recruiters.
Yep.
Well,
because, it's what we were.
I think Tim modeled his after years.
A bunch of Recruit DC came out after. So from 2007 to 2012, I created what became, you guys know me, I don't brag about stuff, but it ended up becoming the largest regional recruiter conference.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I had it until 12. I sat on the board 13, 14. And then Jason Buss had it until 19. And then COVID happened and it hasn't come back. And so I'm creating a new one called Minnesota Talent Leaders.
Oh.
I did 2 events last year. And then now in the fall, we're going to do it again. I have this awesome network at home. But I needed to see people.
Right.
I needed to see
Yeah.
you. I needed to see these
Right.
people. Like yesterday afternoon, I skipped a session because Jerry Crispin and I sat at a table for an hour and 10 minutes and talked about the economy and life in the world.
Right.
And I have folks at home to do that with.
Right.
But I needed to do it here. I needed to sit and talk with Glenn Cathy yesterday after his presentation.
Yep. Dr. Death. Yep.
I didn't take his that way. I thought
he didn't take it that way. So everyone had told us about his session. And so when he gets on and we get into the recording, it's like, hey, Grim Reaper, what's going on? And
you might have freaked him out.
It did.
It did.
He was. I thought I was balanced. You know, Glenn, he doesn't get overly. You know,
he was concerned for a while yesterday.
I thought I was,
and he shouldn't have been.
No,
we didn't get to see it.
We didn't get to see it, but it was just a bit for us. And he's like, I thought I was really kind of balanced.
And not because of you guys, though. I think he was. First of all, I love that human.
Yeah, me too.
He is wicked smart. He's a good human. He's got a good soul. He cares. He researches.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a bias. He doesn't have someone that he's not saying is like sponsoring him on something, right? Like I love that dude.
Yeah, you don't have to trust his intentions.
I said to him, the only critique I have about your session is do more of these, please.
Yeah.
I need more of Glenn. I need more of him on LinkedIn. I know he's got a day job.
He's disappeared a bit because he has a day job.
And we all have gotten quiet, I would suggest.
100%.
So back to the sessions here, not really, because this has been therapy for me. I'm not going to be shy about it.
Yeah.
You know, and so seeing that San Diego is already on the calendar for November, like I already blocked my calendar this morning.
Right.
I love online events. You can't always travel, time, dollars, energy, work.
It's different though.
Yeah.
But I can't do what I've been doing here.
Right.
No, and so for me, it's when I can do both.
Right.
I need that balance. I can't just consume info online. I need to fist bump, handshake, hug.
Yeah. What about the vendors here? Have you been able to talk to?
I've been speaking with most of them, like out in the hallway or in here in the room, but not so much at the booth.
Right.
Trying to learn more about their tech stuff. I've been doing a bunch of like demos the last couple of weeks, both for what I need to do and for what future clients are going to need to do. I'm not a huge tech guy though.
Right.
And so,
but you're trying to be aware of what's
for
out
me
there.
to walk up to a booth and have a conversation with someone. Honestly, like I'm not going to understand half of what they're talking to me about anyway.
Right.
And mostly what I'm looking for right now is a practitioner on the practitioner side. I just need a tool that just does the thing. I don't have like, I always call myself like a late early adopter. I think of you guys as early adopters on most things.
He is.
Part of the first 5%.
Yeah,
I want to be the next 15.
Right.
So I'm part of the first 20%.
I'm a
on
laggard
something.
in most things.
So I always call the car off a lease. Yeah.
I always call it late early. You all can mess it up, play around, screw it up. And then, because I'm also a visual person, I'm bad at a blank screen. But once I see things.
Yes.
And so that's me with HR tech stuff too. Like, I just want the thing. I don't want to learn how to do all the prompts. I do know how to do prompts. I don't want to like go create my things. No. I will pay you.
Right.
Yeah.
$20 a month, $100 a month, $4,000 for your thing for the year.
I'll take the $4,000
if it will just do
20.
If it'll just do my thing for me, so I can actually do what I'm good at.
Right.
I'm not nerdy in that way.
Well, it's also just a great way to think about life. You know, like why waste time trying to do something that you ultimately don't care about or need. I mean, you need the output.
And the frustration from it, though.
Yeah. Has recruiting become too complicated?
Oh, that's a fantastic question.
It is a fantastic question.
I'm going to.
Wow. I try.
I don't think it needs to be this fucking hard.
Yeah.
There's another way I would phrase it.
Yeah.
I think the world that we're in, the totality of like the last 10 years,
right?
Politics, COVID, the killing of George Floyd, in my town of Minneapolis.
Yeah.
A weird economy, two ways.
Yeah.
An extreme high, a really not awesome flat bottom, whatever it is, right? GDP came up this morning at a negative 0.3 or whatever, although some of that's because of imports being so high because everybody's trying to buy stuff before tariffs hit.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think anything needs to be this hard.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, for me, like I'm in Minneapolis, and whether I am, last year I was recruiting medical imaging software engineers, U.S., Canada, and Brazil. I'm likely having a new client that is he's got 15 years in, we'll call it, he's had 15 years in government work.
Right. We'll leave it there.
And needs to hire a considerable amount of folks that can either have or can achieve a top secret clearance.
Okay.
I am wondering about, like, I've never done that before.
Someone used to, there was a recruiter, I can't remember who it was, but that was their bit.
Where they did like cleared or clearance jobs or whatever they call it. Because I actually need to go.
You know what I'm talking about.
I need to go find this human. What's the difference between that and what I am traditionally used to be doing?
There's the website Cleared Jobs that I can't remember who the woman that runs it or owns it, and Rob Drumgold, I believe.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I believe he at one point, I don't know if he still does it because he's at Choctaw Casino
in Oklahoma.
But that's what his specialty was Cleared Jobs, clearance.
I'm the belief, like I did how to have a recruiter HRTA brand yesterday, right?
Oh.
Like if you, this is the humble brag, right? If you search for Minnesota recruiter or Minnesota Headhunter on Google, I'm half the first search page.
Yeah.
I don't know any other recruiters in Minnesota.
That's interesting.
No.
Jerry that used to be on Animal Show.
No, he's in Indiana.
He's in Indiana?
Yeah.
He's a fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
That I know.
Yeah.
All right.
So is this guy, walleye guy.
I unfortunately semi-retired because I moved off the lake 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I'm not as good of a human as I used to be.
See, that's what happened.
Because you moved off the lake.
I missed the dock, the lake, the sunsets, the house, the rental it was a legit teardown, but the dock, the water.
Yeah. It changes you.
Man,
oh my goodness.
Just staring at the water. That's why we have a lake house and I have a humidor and a full bar. It's just like, I'll just go out there and sit, even not drink or smoke, but, just staring at the water.
Mm-hmm.
And so now in Minneapolis, right? So the ice finally came off the lakes a couple of weeks ago. Water's still a bit chilly, like the crappies aren't moving in yet.
Mm-hmm.
But you can still smell the water. The loons have moved in. They're mating. They're making sounds, right? Like it's. Look. This is the screen.
You know, fun as you're bringing that up.
It's my photo of the old dock on the lake.
Yeah, so I know what loons are. Oh, that's so beautiful.
That was my dock.
And
I didn't even have a boat.
Yeah.
You hear that sounded Canadian, didn't it? I didn't even have a boat.
I didn't have a boat.
Sounds a little bit like Forrest Gump.
I mean,
a shrimp.
What is this? I moved down to the lake in early 2017 with a then girlfriend and kids.
Mm-hmm.
I was there through COVID.
Right.
It's more expensive. Again, the house needs to go, but it saved me though that time.
Oh yeah.
And so one of the things that I'm going to suggest to Dave Manister for the fall conference, I would love to have heard an actual keynote speak on mental health at this conference.
That's actually a fantastic idea.
When we get to November, and this is no disrespect to the speakers that are here.
No,
we could have used it today.
100%.
Sure as shit, we're going to need it in November.
Yeah, that's actually a fantastic.
If we've got a negative GDP for Q1. And that number will adjust to a positive number for Q2 because of the way the numbers work.
Yeah.
But Q3 is not going to be, they're talking about could it be down a point again?
Yeah.
Right.
I've been phrasing it this way. Like, I haven't been married. I don't have kids. I keep waiting for my girl, my person. It's like fall in front of me at the grocery store. But So wherever you are.
Open and available.
Like, please. Yep. And so the way that I phrase it, and I hope this is appropriate, like I'm a middle-aged white guy who isn't married, doesn't have kids. I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
Like, how's everybody else doing?
Yeah.
Going back to the how are you really doing conversations we've been having here.
You said that to me yesterday, and it was and it's just a fantastic way of looking at life because it's trauma, and everybody's going through all kinds of traumas.
And their version of it, whatever it is, regardless of socioeconomic, and some people are in a more difficult position than others.
Everybody has their thing.
But everybody does.
And then you've got health traumas, that can layer it in. Somebody can have or death.
Yeah.
And trauma around that.
I have an aging mom. We had her in the ER 4 times between Christmas Eve, between Christmas and New Year's, and the second week in January. 3 of them were ambulance rides.
Oh.
And I'm like, and she's okay. She's 82. She's aging, right?
Yeah.
And we think we got things figured out. And the world is crazy, and work is weird, and finding work, and like, and again, but like, I'm only taking care of me.
Right.
Yeah. Finding work. I want to touch on that because. I mean, we talked to a ton of people that talk about this, but a few people that I know personally, they can't find anything. And they're professional, like they're, we'll say white collar because we hate that term, but they can't get a sniff.
So I'm transparent about this stuff. In 2023, I billed about 35% of my time, which means I survived.
Right.
Last year, I billed just shy of 50, which means I was able to take care of some of the debt accrued from the previous year. Q1 for this year, I was only 15%. Right. Now, this project that appears like it's going to happen, like I will be full-time for a year at one place. And this is the part, though, that I think for people who are either on the consulting, contracting, fractional, or whatever word you want to use.
Yeah.
The idea that you're only going to have one client probably isn't true anymore.
Right.
Like, and I have frequently over my career, the last 15 years as I've been doing it this way, like I'm 2 or 3 at a time.
Right.
I'm better if I've got one to focus on. But you know what, in Minneapolis, we've been talking like with some of the large companies at the time, like, what's your tech debt?
Right.
And CTO is just, this is their answer.
Yeah. How many hours do you have?
There's the one guy, I shouldn't say, at a large private or large publicly traded company. They had a project in 2022 and 21 that he held off to 22 post Great Resignation when things would balance out. And then they're like, okay, well, what's the budget? And they shelved it. And he said to me last week, he's like, it's actually so outdated now. We can't even, we actually cut it out now. Like the shelf life of what they needed to do.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, so like, what's your tech debt? And he's like, again, I go, what's it like in town? And it's like, even the IT consulting groups are like, how much recruiter, TA, sourcing debt is there? Right. Like career pages, job descriptions, process strategies, coaching hiring managers. Like, it feels.
How many hours do you have?
Like we're stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
And not just us, though. We are reacting to the business being stuck.
Right.
I have a theory that sounded a little bit easier to give a year ago. To be clear, going back to the lake. It's August. It's 2020. It's a brutally hot day. The wind's blowing off the lake, but it was like a furnace.
I need a beer.
I'm talking for real. I'm talking to a dear friend of mine, Casey, in Minneapolis, and I said, like, I feel like I'm figuratively and literally shouting in the wind. He goes, actually, you are. Right. So I was on the phone, and I said, it just feels weird with our friends. Like, it seems like everybody's pissed off and angry at the COVID stuff, the shutdown, the furloughs. Are we going to hire or not? Yeah. I'm like, it seems like all of our friends are going to quit and look for new jobs. Now, to be clear, I didn't envision a Great Resignation. Like, I'm not that smart. Because if I was, frankly, I wouldn't be. Or maybe I would be in the casino right now. Yeah. But not with you guys.
Yeah. Black 19.
Everything, if you think about it, every ingredient that went in the Great Resignation still exists today, if not more profound. Add in return to office and another year of a crap economy. Whatever the next new version of an economy is.
And if they call it great, I'm going to come out of my skin. But yes.
For real. And I would suggest that most sequels to movies are not as good as the first.
100%.
Yeah. But I have an article for ERE, Great Resignation.
Godfather.
Great Resignation, the sequel coming to an employer near you.
Ah.
Okay. Who do you know outside of, we'll say, let's eliminate our dearest, closest of friends who are here or in Dallas or Minneapolis. Right. How many people do you know who are happy at their jobs who aren't going to go look for a new one when there are jobs available?
I'm going to go ahead and say 10% as a number. I know a couple.
And so it feels
but
like
it's very small number.
I think it's going to be larger than that, but I don't think it's going to be like 2021. It won't. Yeah. But people are going to be like, yeah, it's time for me to go. I've got friends in Minneapolis saying, I'll actually trade a dumpster fire.
Shelter in place. Yeah.
But now they're actually going, I'll trade a dumpster fire for a dumpster fire.
Okay.
Because they're just tired. They've been at it for 7 years at the same place.
I'd rather the devil I know.
Yeah. And so if that were to happen, and it won't be like 21.
Right.
It'll be more than normal. And now TA teams are a percentage less of what they were. And we haven't updated career pages, all that stuff. There are a lot of screwed companies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We saw a stat the other day that it was from JobSeek that 11% of candidate volume comes from career pages. So then I emailed them. I said, hey, I'm interested in this study, A. B, I want to know the breakdown between web and mobile on that 11%. And they came back and they said 9% of the 11% was web. I'm like, oh, so really, of the generations that use mobile to apply, they're not using the career side.
I did an informal version of this.
Yeah.
I just said, hey, like if you've been into a new role since 2022, how were you first introduced to it?
Oh, interesting.
Right. LinkedIn poll, simple thing. You only get 5 options. I wanted like 9. First one was networking. person or colleague. The second one was, I think it was search firms. Fourth place was the career page.
Right.
Or like, you know, and second was actually, it was actually LinkedIn, and it was like someone posted something.
Right.
And then the networking, then the career page was 4 out of 5. And I'm like, so again, when we come back to like, are we overcomplicating this? I think the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Full circle. I love that. Well done.
Like, it shouldn't be this hard.
Last question.
I'm just getting warmed up.
I know. You're at Recruiting
We're going to have to
Innovations.
bring them back.
You're at Recruiting Innovation Summit.
Yeah.
Okay. What, on the plane ride home, what do you hope to have learned, or what are your expectations?
Oh my goodness.
What resonated with you? What do you hold dear? Any of those things.
This might be a bit of a ramble, but the first part is that I think my perception of the economy, both in Minneapolis and the U.S., is accurate. And I think that matters right now. A year ago, Q1, GDP in Minneapolis was a negative number. And I couldn't figure, you're giving William just like this like bug-eyed thing. Like what?
Right.
Texas was like plus 3 point something.
Yeah.
The Midwest has been has been lagging now for 4 or 5 quarters.
Right.
So it's not my imagination. How does that impact?
Do you all have a state tax?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
But our unemployment.
Sorry, I just solved it.
But our unemployment rate is still lower though, like it always is. Yeah. We have a diverse economy.
Yeah.
But there is something in the Midwest. Like South Dakota doesn't have a sales tax, and their GDP is less than ours.
100%.
And so it is this part about
winter. Cold weather. People don't like cold weather, Paul.
I am getting to an age where I'm starting to wonder about that too.
Yeah.
He's going to retire to Florida.
Come to Texas. Come on, we'll take you.
No,
that shit's too hot.
There's a lot of reasons why I don't think Florida is a home for me. I think that's the first one. The second one is whether it's my work with clients, I need to start writing again. I'm going to actually today, hopefully, I'm going to finally do the Substack email newsletter that I've been talking about for 5 years. Somebody called me out in the hallway, like, did you start your thing? You said you were going to do a 23 Minneapolis Source Con. And I'm like, I should probably start, if I'm going to do a branding presentation.
Yeah, You should probably
and I've been talking about it.
You should probably do that stuff.
But it is this part about reminding everybody that we need to give clients, candidates, some, just more grace.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we better fucking give it to ourselves.
Drops mic, walks off stage.
I mean, for real though. We all might, in our own ways, talking earlier, I don't want to use the word struggle, but it's been difficult.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But we're still giving everybody else way more latitude than we are ourselves.
I love it.
And we better do it for ourselves too.